Hello my lovely Aries, how is everyone? I hope you guys are all doing amazing. So we are going to be doing your October bonus reading, and this reading is going to be all about the person on your mind. So whoever you're thinking about, that is who this reading is intended for. Now it is still a general reading, so it may not be able to resonate for all of you. And if you guys want something that is meant for your exact energies, then I do have personals open, and everything that you'll need to know about scheduling is in the description box below for you. You guys can also follow me over on Patreon. I do additional readings over there, spiritual growth, money and career, as well as love readings, and there is a link for that in the description box as well. When you guys sign up over on Patreon, you get to ask a free question. So archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors, please deliver clear messages with a very clear understanding for my lovely Aries. Please, may the messages need to be heard the very most please come through. May they please find those who need to hear it. Please show me Aries energy, a very clear message with a very clear understanding. All right, my loves, let's take a look and see what is going on for you. So you had one flip over. We have, I want to tell you how I feel. I don't want to see you with anyone else. It's too much. And we are not good for each other. I wish I could take back my words. It's an intense energy, Aries. Somebody's recognizing where, you know, there is a level of toxicity. There is a level of you guys not being good for one another, and them recognizing that, but still not wanting to let you go. You know, still not wanting to think about you moving on. I do feel like this person has a lot of regrets when it comes to how they've handled the situations, things that were done, things that were said. I do feel a part of them wants to tell you how they feel. I do feel like for some of you guys, they could have some ego stuff. Others of you, I feel, you guys may be out of communication with this person because it isn't good. I feel like, especially for those of my Aries, that this, like the last several readings have resonated for you guys. You know, you guys have been moving away from a very difficult kind of toxic situation, right? You guys have been moving on and doing amazing things within yourselves and within your lives. So I can see why, you know, maybe they want to tell you how they feel, but it's not something that is, you know, something that you're allowing at this time. But let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to take a look at their headspace, their heart space, their true intentions, and their actions moving forward. Show me this person's thoughts when it comes to Aries. What is going on in their headspace, their thoughts when it comes to Aries, please? Got the 6 of Swords in the reverse, having a hard time moving on. Not being able to move forward, not being able to leave it behind. The Empress. So really seeing you in a very high light, like kind of having you up on a pedestal right now. You know, and I think it's always interesting to me when that kind of an energy comes up, because people, it's like they didn't appreciate you, they didn't treat you up like you were up on that pedestal when they had you. But you know, now that you're really moving on for good this time, now that there's this thought of you with somebody else, now they're seeing where you always were. You know, you've always been up there, but they just didn't see it, or they didn't appreciate it. Got the 9 of Wands in the reverse. I feel like giving up with the 5 of Swords in the reverse. I don't want to. You know, they're definitely a little bit of at war within themselves as well. And that is something that you guys have probably experienced too. You know, where your head and heart maybe not quite being on the same page, where your head knows that this isn't what's best for you, but the heart wants what it wants, right? You still love the person. And I kind of feel like that's with this person too, where they recognize that you guys are not good for each other. They recognize that you're trying to move on. And part of them is like, you know, I should just give up. And the other part is like, hell no, you know, I don't want to. 5 of Swords, I'm ready to fight for this, feeling very conflicted. You know, sometimes the 5 of Swords does feel like that to me, that mental confliction, that being at war with the self. But I think that they're tired. You know, I think you're tired too. Show me what's going on in this person's heart space. What are their feelings towards Aries? What are their feelings? Ace of Cups. So they do have a lot of emotion for you. 9 of Swords in the reverse. I feel like they have a hard time getting you off their mind. But I feel like they've been trying. Especially with that 6 of Swords in the reverse too. And the Chariot in the reverse. But they haven't been able to. It's like the more that they try to get you off of their mind, the more that they try to think of something else, you know, the more that you're popping up, and you know, that kind of an energy, especially with it coming out. I don't really ever think that much in a tarot is a coincidence, but I don't, especially with it coming out under I don't want to see you with anybody else. It's like I'm picturing them laying in bed getting these images of, you know, you with somebody else, or having thoughts of, you know, you starting to see somebody else, or you dating or something like that. You know, I think it's kind of messing with their head. The Chariot in the reverse, the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So yeah, you know, they have not been able to move forward, and a part of them in their heart space does want to return. They want to come back. Show me what's going on with their true intentions. What are their true intentions when it comes to Aries? What are their true intentions? The Sun card, Seven of Cups in the reverse, Fool card, King of Swords in the reverse. The thing is that I feel like there's been a lot between the two of you. I really do. And I still feel like there's stuff that you guys still don't know. There's stuff that you guys are still unaware of. I feel like there's a lot that you are, Aries, but there's still some stuff that you're not. Because the thing is, like, this person's, like, becoming clear about what they want. You know, Seven of Cups in the reverse, the Sun card. I also feel like this could be representing a lot of the stuff that you have found out. The Seven of Cups in the reverse is kind of like seeing through somebody's illusions or crap, right? And the Sun card of things being shown to us, things being illuminated for us. I think that you've seen a lot, especially with this coming out under It's Too Much. I think this person wants to have a clean slate, you know, like just like brush it all under the rug and pretend like that stuff. Let's just start all over. You know, bygones and all that. Let's just start all the way over again. You know, let's have a clean slate. You know, I feel like that's the energy, but they know that there's a part of them that knows that it's not realistic because there's been too much. And too much has been shown to you. You have seen too much. You know, you've seen through too much of them as well. So I think they do desire for a clean slate, but a part of them knows that it's not a realistic desire. The thing is that is the King of Swords in the reverse, though. I still feel like there's still stuff that you don't know. So they want to have a clean slate and just kind of hope that you don't find out the rest, because the King of Swords in the reverse is a dishonest energy. It can also be an energy of like speaking in half-truths, like telling you part of the things or telling you some things and leaving some out, that kind of an energy. You know, speaking in half-truths, being dishonest, withholding information as well with the King of Swords in the reverse. So, you know, I would still be careful with that. I do think a part of them knows that there's just been too much for this to be, you know, it's just been too much. Show me this person's actions. What actions will they be taking? King of Wands, they're not going to give up yet, even though they think about it. Nine of Cups, they're still wishing for this. Page of Swords in the reverse, they know that you're skeptical about them. They are going, the thing is this person is going to be attempting to convince you that they have released their negativity, released their bad habits. It's going to be different this time. It's not going to be toxic this time. You know, I've stopped doing this, I've stopped doing that, I've changed. The thing is, though, is the Page of Swords in reverse, they know that you're going to be skeptical about them. That's the Page of Swords in reverse to me, is being a very skeptical energy. So they know that you're going to be skeptical, but they're wishing and hoping that, you know, they'll be able to show you that King of Swords or that King of Wands energy here. So I don't think this person is giving up yet. You know, sometimes they think about it, sometimes they know that that's what's best, but then they start thinking about you with somebody else, and you know, they're not ready to do it yet. So let's take the Seven of Swords that's flipped around too. So let's take a look. We're going to use this deck. We're going to take a look at what you don't see coming in this situation and some advice. Let's see what fell out. Two of Cups in the reverse. Three of Swords in the reverse. You know, there has been a disconnect here, but if you can stay out of communication, if you can keep, you know, the person out of your energy, sometimes that's harder than others, right? Sometimes we may have children with a person, and that does make it more difficult, things like that. But the Two of Cups to me can be a card of communication. It does have the Staff of Hermes on it, who is the god of communication. But in the reverse, it's like if you can keep away from that, it does help you move forward. It does help keep it out of your energy, right? I do feel like there is healing here for you. Okay, the Three of Swords in the reverse, I do feel like there is healing for you. Now, it also resonates in a way that sometimes the Three of Swords in the reverse to me can be a card of acceptance. Okay, an acceptance that something just isn't what's best for you, or isn't meant for you, isn't right for you. Okay, so that could be something that is surprising you, that you are getting to that space where you're recognizing, yes, I may love this person, but this isn't what's right for me. this isn't what's best for me, right? Because the Two of Cups can be us and our higher selves as well. So you're really coming into alignment with that energy. And what you don't see coming, you got the Nine of Pentacles. I think you're going to be just fine on your own. You know, I think you're going to be just fine. The advice, Nine of Pentacles, focusing on you, focusing on getting yourself to a good, solid, independent place, right? So I really like this. I think that there's healing coming in for you. I think you guys are having a lot of self-awarenesses. I think you guys are getting yourself into a really good place, coming into alignment mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I think it's a really good energy for you guys. So this is what I have for you. If it resonates, let me know in the comments down below. And if it doesn't, then just check out your other placements. Everything that you guys will need to know is in the description box for you. If you like the way that I read, please like, share, and subscribe. And most importantly, guys, if you want personal prayers for any reason, you can just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. So I am sending so much love and light. Until next time.